Greetings, YouTube. So I've been munching out on this here steak that I made. And I gotta say, it's pretty delicious. I did put it in the fridge overnight. It's very rich. It probably tastes better fresh, but I digress. Overall, the compliments on the taste, I'm liking it. Got this fresh slice of smoked salmon on top. It's got a nice smoky fish taste. Makes for a nice extra protein boost. But then we get into the meat and potatoes of this so-called dish. All the grease from the steak has congealed with the gravy that I made with the sauce. And amidst that, there are also chunks of like cheese that is solidified into glorious little chunks. Exquisite, YouTube. I would definitely make this again, but maybe use like less onions and less gravy so it doesn't just like flood the plate, you know, and less bacon bits. And it probably would taste amazing if it was fresh, but I digress. It was late when I got that video uploaded to YouTube, and I was tired, and I figured I'll just have this for lunch and dinner, so it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to end up eating it anyways. Let's try to get a little bit of that steak, though, huh? See, that's a little bit raw, but I don't care. It's like barely medium rare. That is cooked to perfection. In my opinion, that's how I like my steaks. People are like, oh, you didn't wash your hands after handling raw meat. I'm aware of the fact that that's a food hazard, but I'm the one eating it, so who fucking cares? Cross section of that steak. Beautiful. That steak's got a really good flavor on it. The combination of the garlic powder and the steak seasoning that I used. Very nice. Like I said, that steak is barely cooked. It's barely a medium rare. Overall, this is really decadent, really rich. I'll tear some of that meat off. Got a tiny bone here with some like meat and fat on it. I'm eating this for the rest of the evening. And sometimes my food creations don't always turn out the best. I do enjoy my red meat, though. It is delightful. If you choose not to eat red meat, that's your choice. As long as you ain't eating humans. The brown gravy with the A1 steak sauce, it's working. That's definitely rich in flavor. Holy shit. And, you know, you gotta cut through all the bacon and the gravy and all that good stuff to get to the meat. And you get like layers of flavor, but I say it's worth it. That was actually the first meal I No, actually, no, it wasn't. One of the first meals I've cooked in here. I don't cook in my kitchen too often just because it makes it easier to keep clean. It's just easier to DoorDash something, but you can only do so much with the new food items in the fast food restaurants. And those are always fun, but, you know, the fans also love the cooking videos. Don't have any alcohol at the moment except for my Skittles mead, and I'm not in a rush to finish that jar because that mead takes forever to make. But yeah, if you like steak, you like seafood, you like cheese, you like gravy, you like bacon, onions, this is definitely the dish. And I can't tell that's cheese breaking off the... Yeah, that's a big old chunk of cheese breaking off the steak there. You can try to pick it up with a fork. Yeah, look at that. That's a big old puddle of cheese right there. That's the cheese. This will definitely fill me up. It's not exactly what you call fancy, but it's like, could you imagine a guy living by himself, a bachelor, what would he cook? Probably something like this. And it's cold from being in the fridge, mind you, but that's all right, because I'm going to finish eating it over the course of the next couple of days or so, if I don't finish it tonight. I don't let food go to waste in my space, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to cut me another piece of that steak and get it with that cheese. Oh, look at that. Is that a big old piece of steak? Yes, it is. Oh, yummy. I don't trim the fat off my meat. I just cook it. Got some of that cheese to go with it. It took me about, I don't know, 40, 50 minutes, like an hour to make. Pretty straightforward. And people are like, hey, I saw the crock pot. You should do a beef stew or something like that. I'm like, yeah, we could look into doing that sometime. But these food hacks cost money. And people are going to hate them. And, you know, predictably, I got all these hate text messages. Way to ruin a steak, Cobra. And it's like, yeah, well, let's see you cook a steak. All these trolls talking shit. Let's see them start a YouTube channel, get 100,000 subscribers, and then cook their own goddamn steak. I do not interact with these fucking losers any more than I have to. Or want to, for that matter. But that's beside the point. This is delicious. I would definitely make this again. I do want to remake the Doritos chicken sandwich that I made. Fuck Samantha Hudson. That I did for the Your Favorite Son documentary. That was phenomenal. I would have used way less sauce on that and like waited until it cooled off before putting the sauce on it at the end there, but whatever. I think the best part about cooking is getting to sample your art. Because that's why it's called the culinary arts. It's not art it's not only art that you physically see with your face, your eyes, but it's art you taste with your mouth, your stomach. You know, it's all up to the subject of the beholder, of course. That is a big old chunk of steak. Let me just scooch the plate forward so you can get a close-up of this meat action. Oh, look at that. 1 second. I want to take another bite of this delicious steak. Nice one. The lid wasn't on tight. Good thing I didn't shake too hard. That is delicious. I would definitely remake that.